Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome and joyful start to your day. I've had Archangel Michael hovering around me for about 2 hours this morning since my meditation, and he keeps repeating the same message over and over again, and it said, I have to communicate this. It's very important that people be made aware that the most important thing for humanity is to let go of its history and learn to be in the present moment. He says, we have been so caught up in our history that we are ignoring what's right in front of us right now. That's a repeat of that which we keep focusing on. He says, it is important each of us realizes that when we focus on our past errors and we carry pain and suffering within us around those past errors, that we in fact revisit them in the present. That the holy grail of being is the present moment. It is not what was before or what is to come. The holy grail is living in this moment, where you can look at your life and those beings that are in your life at this moment from the perspective of love, rather than the perspective of memory. For your perspective of memory continues to repeat the perspective of memory as your experience now. They treated me so badly yesterday. I better watch out for them. And you now create fear. And that fear gets perpetuated. They might do it again. We better stop them, you say to yourself. And you go out on a witch hunt. This is clearly living from the past. It is so important that each of you come to this place at the present moment and be willing to release your attachment to those things from your past so that you may be where you are in this present moment. From this place, you can choose. You cannot choose if you choose to focus on the past and the suffering that was before, or the suffering that may be as a result of what was before, because it's an endless cycle of pain and suffering. The past and the future past, the past future. It is endless suffering and needless suffering. In this moment, right now, you have choice. You have choice to choose love. You have choice to express love. You have choice to be love. But you do not have that choice if your focus is on pain and suffering and sadness and loss and hurt. This is the most difficult thing that humanity has to contend with, being in the present moment. But if you can take the time from where you are right now to simply engage yourself in a desire to be in this moment, still and quiet, compassionate and loving in this moment, all the angels will come to your aid. They will join you in the bliss of being, for in this moment we all reside in love. This is where the angels are found. This is where we are found. We cannot be found yesterday, except in stories. We cannot be found in tomorrow, for that has not arrived. But now, if you pause and be still, choose to release your fear, your anger, give yourself the peace that comes with releasing the pain of yesterday, that comes with releasing the judgment from yesterday, that comes from releasing any false ideologies you have about who you may be and how the world is around you. It is a choice. The present moment has only what you place within it. The present moment can be pain, if that is what you place within it. The present moment can be joy, if that is what you place within it. The present moment can be love, if that's what you choose to place within it. Your wars and your fights and your politics are all about yesterday and tomorrow. Very little of what goes on in your social structures on this planet has very little to do with love. And yet love can only exist in the present moment. It can only breathe and move and do in the present moment. When you see that person struggling on the street, How do you judge them? When somebody with not proper knowledge cuts you off when you're driving down the street, how are you choosing to be in that moment? When someone yells at you because they're having a bad day, how do you choose to be in that moment? How do you choose to be in this moment? And when you make the decision consciously to be love in this moment, you will find a liberation will begin to unfold within your very heart, within your very soul. That has always been there. It will be a door reopened by the intention of your decision to love, to choose to not to be angry, to choose to not to be worried about the future, to be in this present moment. And then all of those who would choose this path of love would not come from their past pain. All of those who would choose this path of love would extend what they have in their hearts to those from love. Try this. Learn to be in the present moment. Cease to be lost in what was before, or what might be because of what was before. Humans live in such duality that way. There is no past. There is no future. There is now. And now becomes what it is. And if your now is filled with anger and rage, then your life is anger and rage. Even if that is actually not happening, you can pretend something is going to happen. You can pretend something may go wrong. And you will be fearful. And then you will create the experience, which is what you get to do in this realm. You get to create your experience. You get to be the experience you wish. And that may be suffering, and that may be joy, but it is your choice. And it is your choice only in the moment. You cannot choose tomorrow. You cannot choose to change today, change this moment from yesterday, from what you remember, because what you remember is what you'll create. But you can from this moment decide, I will let go of my anger. I will let go of my fear. I'm not going to judge that person, no matter what. And move yourself into this present moment. In this moment is your freedom. Your freedom will not be found tomorrow. It will not be found from yesterday's pain. It can only be found now. The willingness to let go of your suffering. And this is the message of all the angels. And this is the message of all divine beings. This is the message of your Creator. Be now. Be love now. It is an honor to be able to communicate this information directly to you. In the relationship that we have with these non-physical and physical beings, there is a deliciousness in being, a freedom of elegance and passion and purpose and meaningful being that emerges from a relationship based in love. Release your fear and be in the present moment, and let the love that is you, that is truly who you are, come forth. Release your judgment of the other. Choose now. You cannot choose tomorrow. You cannot be it tomorrow. You cannot be thin tomorrow. You cannot be unhappy tomorrow if you're in a place of love right now. If you're in a place of appreciation and respect for your form in this moment. Well, in this moment, if you truly honored it, you would not do those things to your body that hurt it. You would not put those things into the body that disrespect it. You would not. the energy that I feel from these beings when they come through me is remarkable. Michael is, it's really funny because his vibration, the feeling of his passion, I've often, in the beginning when I first had Michael coming to me, I often in the beginning interpreted his passion as anxiety, so that I was feeling his energy around the importance and the value and the meaning of it, but I was interpreting it through my own personal experience of oh, why is he so intense? My interpretation of his intense energy was that he was through the filter of my past, so that he was actually, I was filtering what he was saying through my past, so I was feeling anxious about his passion, so I wasn't really hearing his messages. And then when I came to the realization that no, the level and intensity of their being in the present moment is so profound. When you start to feel the love of your own being, of who you are, then you'll start to hear your guides and angels in a very marvelous way. But you can only hear the beings that you are resonating with. We can only hear Jesus or Buddha or Lao Tzu or Michael on the level of consciousness that we're at. And if we're not on a consciousness of love, we're not going to hear love. If we're on a consciousness of fear, we'll hear fear. We'll see fear. We can only see and experience the realms that we choose to emotionally identify with. And Michael came through this morning predominantly to communicate that message of being in the present moment, to engage your love and your joy in the moment, because you can't have it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. It's such a profoundly simple truth. And so we encourage you to embrace today. Make a decision to not do things, say things, think things that do not support peace, love, joy, excitement, purposefulness, meaningfulness. Be willing today to engage each moment consciously, deliberately, from the perspective of love. I got to tell you from my own personal experience too, that's not an easy thing to do, but it gets easier to do the more you do it. It's like anything else, the more you do it, the better you become. And the better you come, the more you do it. So I encourage you to take today, yes, he's saying very important, you listen to this, very important. Take each moment today to choose not to allow anything from your mouth that does not make you feel good inside. Do not allow any action from your hands or in your body gestures that do not represent love. Do not allow any actions that do not support that which is who you truly are. And we are here to remind you that love is your true nature. And it has been forgotten in the past from the present. And by that, we mean you forgot love because of your past. You keep remembering your suffering. You keep remembering your pain. You keep fearing what might be. And you draw yourself away from the very place that you are. The only place that you can be is right here, right now, with us together communicating. This is the only place we can be. Let us choose love. You choose love in every moment. In every moment of your being today. In every moment of your thoughts. Choose love. Do not let fear, do not let what you remember them doing bother you anymore. Be in this present moment. Let the past go. Be in your present. Train your body and mind to be here with you now. Because I'll tell you something, your body doesn't want to be any other place and can't be any other place than it is right now. So we're saying much love to you. This is the only transmission I have from this morning. They're telling me I'll be coming on far more frequently to share messages with everybody from them and to talk a bit about how to communicate with your guides and angels, because it's really important to know that process. They're around you right now. They're with all of us. They're waiting to offer you information, suggestions, vibrations, feelings, love, peace, joy, and you can access it right now. You know, right this moment, if you just quiet your mind and breathe and be in the present moment and just quiet this box on your shoulders up put a lid on it and be in the silence of the moment. And so yeah, we're going to cover a lot more stuff in the coming weeks. Again, this is my first time just coming on and putting a video up like this out of the blue, because they just said do this right now. I was actually in the middle of writing when they said, no, you got to do this right now. It's time to get moving. And it is. It's time, go time for humanity. It is go time for us to step up, to be our best selves. Not only for ourselves, but for everyone. Because when you are your best self, it has this domino effect on people. And our goal, my team's goal, the angels' goals, our ascended beings, the dimensional beings that are coming and visiting many of you right now, the goal is love. The goal is the present, here and now. Be that which is love now. There is no other place. There is no other time. Much love to all of you, and thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this message today, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share it with others. And much love again. Bye for now.